Okay, so yeah, I don't know whether this will go on to a full 15 minutes or not, but who am I kidding? It probably will. If it doesn't, it does, and if it does, it does. So another thing about the women in sport album and the call it and the hashtag girls can play and whatever else album titles that I can come up with to honor women, honor my sisters, and more. I want people to totally understand and honor the up and coming. I want everybody to understand that I there's just so many songs to make these there's so many songs to make for them because for example um I watch a lot of women's athletics, and it's not even funny, like in terms of I these women are tremendously talented, tremendously spot on, and I mean it when I tell you that we really need to start supporting them a tad bit more. And it's like, for example, I'm watching right now Tennessee, Lady Vols versus Indiana. And here's the thing, like the girl named Ray Burrell, look her up. She's awesome. Look up another girl. Look up Elizabeth Kitley. Look up um, Maddie West Bell, if I'm not mistaken, that's her last name. So many more I can name. On the Arkansas team, her last name is Dungy. Yeah, I should be able to name like 50, but I really can't. God bless my friend that I actually went to school with named Camille Hobby. She's on NC State's team. God bless my other friend I went to school with named Kaya Turner. She's on Stetson's team now. She's transferred from uh, Middle Tennessee, and I'm guessing she transferred to just be, I guess you could say, closer to home in these, COVID times, and so on, and or depending on which, and I think it also depends on if she was even starting because I don't know if she was starting last year as a freshman or not, so I got to talk to her about that because it could have also been because she just wasn't getting much playing time, and she's like, hey, I know I'm a starter, like Tanner Mordecai, said like, hey, I can start. I know I'm a starter, but I got this young kid in what's his name, uh, Oklahoma starting quarterback Spencer Rattler, who's starting ahead of me, So what do you expect me to do? I know I'm a starter, and I know this kid's probably gonna be starting, until he graduates. So what do you expect me to do? Just sit here and and hope we win a national championship while I'm on the bench, knowing I can lead a team there my own self, etc. So God bless Kaya. I definitely think that her transfer over Stetson has a lot more to do with, especially in COVID times. It's just trying to be closer to home, let alone probably has a lot to do with um, probably more to do with the fact that she's probably already starting. I don't know if she was starting over at Middle Tennessee, so it's probably has a lot to do with the fact of, she probably was, at least from the one game that I saw on ESPN, on ESPN, Middle Tennessee this past basketball season. I think she did get some playing time, but she wasn't starting. If I'm not mistaken. So I mean, it probably has a lot to do with that. She wasn't starting, and at Stetson she had an open opportunity to start, so it probably has a lot to do with that as well. But God bless Kaya Turner. She's another young lady that I'm actually gonna make the because if you definitely been on this channel from early, not early this year, but actually from April. If you've been on this channel from April to now, you see that I still got this Face of the Franchise album for Kaya that I haven't even finished yet. So because Kaya is just so beautiful, talented, authentic, and just generally awesome, she plays like Kia Nurse. She's gonna go play in the WNBA hopefully, but you get the point. All her talents, characteristics, and and just charm and poise, credibility and more. You get the point. So I'm gonna make her an album too. Let alone my other friend named Peyton Carter, who's over at Davidson. I got a lot of friends. If you haven't already known, I'm an East Ambassador. I'm famous for a reason. So I got a lot of friends to make a lot of albums for. Let alone a lot of friends to make just individual songs for. Both work, but you get the point. Uh, and that's a big part of what I'm trying to express there going forward in 2020, 2021 is that I have a lot of music to make for a lot of different people, a lot of different causes, and we're gonna see where we get with it. Absolutely, 110% positively. I got a lot of a lot that I want to honor. A lot of them that I totally want to honor. I got those three friends I want to honor with their own albums. I got my friend I went to school with named also Hannah Campbell. I can literally make her an album. I already made it like 3, 4 songs, but I can go and honor her with an album. I got so many friends that I went to school with that I want to honor with an album, and so many, kids now that are going to school, that I want to honor with albums. Both high school and college, by the way. Actually, any grade, really, honor you with songs, albums. I do this in my sleep, and I really want to support the next generation with this to the best of my God's willing and able abilities, so you get the point, I absolutely look forward to the future of just making as many albums as possible. By the way, it's both male and female, by the way. Got a lot of friends from both that absolutely deserve these albums, because I ain't gonna lie to you, the brothers ask me for this stuff all the time too. They're like, hey, can you give us a shout out? Can you make something about us too? So like I say, it's all fair game. It's all fair love. I also made a song titled "We're Brothers" on this channel 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So it's all fair game. But the point is, I got a lot of friends that I want to make albums for, if not a lot of friends I want to make songs for, songs and or albums. And that's another reason what I mean when I say this grind ain't stopping, and I'm gonna be dropping a lot in 2021, more than you can handle. But I write these rhymes in my sleep, so you gotta have to find a way to handle them. Soak them all in, to learn from them, build with them, grow from them. You get the point. And so on, and we're gonna definitely see where we get with it. I'm prepared for anything, God for better and for worse. But we'll just see where we get with them authentically. But actually, I know where we're gonna get with them. All this music is gonna make me the biggest artist, if not one of the biggest artists in the world. That's literally what it is. If not one of the biggest artists in the world, definitely one of the biggest, statewide. You know, I would say so. And if not actually, I would say more than even statewide, because the statewide goes more so for like the individual albums for, individual schools and individual people. Statewide, statewide community side, and so on. More so the whole world, because I make music for many different reasons, people, causes, So I'm gonna all this music, if it's marketing promoted in the right way through NJ2TheCity News and so on, let alone whatever else groundwork promotion that I do, all this stuff is, let alone some of the acting that I'm gonna be doing in 2021, and possibly again making some documentaries and whatever else. Hopefully some scripted TV shows or whatever else. Filming my own movies. I don't know. We'll see. All this is gonna make me one of the biggest artists in the world. If not just one of the biggest artists in the country, but I'd rather say the world, because I'm bloody world domination. Let alone I'm NJ. You cannot not like me. So, and even if you don't, God bless your soul with why you don't. Other than that, I'm an extremely likable guy. Most people know me, and I have just so many reasons to be alive, let alone so many reasons to make music, and I'm just going to try to put it all out there in 2021 and see how we learn better and grow with it. And I want to help so many people, donate to so many kids, give back to so many communities, and I'm telling you, there's just so many ways to do it. So many ways to do it. Let's have fun with it. I want to say that was an explosion outside somewhere. Hopefully nobody's hurt. But other than that, I love y'all. God bless. One was understanding. You brought me NJ2TheCity out.